Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today, I'm back in Newcrest again. I'm going to be building Newcrest for a while, so I don't even know if I need to say that anymore. But I am building Newcrest today again, and this house is also really cute, and I like it. And I think this is potentially one of the last houses that I have built so far and not released yet. I think I've built them all. Or released them all, that I've built so far. Because I can't think of any other ones that I still have to release. I think this is it. So, I'm gonna have to go back to building, and I've been taking a huge break from building while I release all of these not because I've not been inspired, but because my computer is running out of space for these huge builds. Like, when I have 10 plus Sims builds that are 4 to 8 hours long, I think this one is actually only 3.5, and some of the other ones haven't been that long either, but when I have like 50 plus hours of Sim builds, it gets a little tight as far as space goes on my hard drive. Not that I am running out, but, well, I don't like to be that close to running out. I just can't. No, I'm not that kind of person, so I have to like constantly go back and delete them. But the thing is, I won't delete them until I've released my video onto YouTube. I don't delete the raw copy, at least. I only tend to delete the edited copies once I've had them out for a while, because just in case anything happens to the YouTube video somehow, then I need to re-upload it or something like that. But once it's on YouTube, for me, I can just go back and re-download them at any time. So, I've done that a few times for clips and stuff, like on my channel trailer, and I realized something the last time that I did, and I felt really stupid afterwards. But for whatever reason, my computer rarely saves my settings to show the video in 1080p. I don't know why. I'm usually watching videos in like a really low quality before I even realize that something's up, because I never expand my YouTube videos. Like, I always have the small YouTube video and look at the comments and all my recommended videos on the side, and so when it's that small, I just don't notice the lack of quality so often. And so when I finally did realize that I occasionally watch videos in like, oh, what is the lowest? Like 240 or 360, I think is the one it usually sets it at for some reason. For me, I can't imagine why, but it does. And so yeah, I realized that once in a while I had downloaded a video also in like 360p and put that in my channel trailer. So sorry for that if you ever noticed, but yeah. Anyway, I guess I should talk about the house now. So this is actually one of the first ones I built. I think it might have been the third specifically. And the thing with this house is I had this Sims family in my game, and I'll be honest, I have literally no idea where they came from. Like, not a clue. I have no idea. They were just there in my like household inventory thing in the manage worlds section menu, and so I put them in the game. They all had the same last name, so I'm thinking that they're siblings. They look somewhat similar, not very similar, but they could definitely pass as siblings. That wouldn't surprise me. And so I was building them the house, had this whole story in mind, and then I got into game and realized that none of them were siblings. I don't know why they had the same name. I'm thinking they might have come from the gallery sometime. I don't know when, because they're not even like a unique family or anything, so I can't imagine that I would choose to download them, but maybe. I don't know, maybe. But I guess whoever made them forgot to check that they were siblings. And technically, I could go in and like cheat edit them and make them siblings. But frankly, I just didn't want to. So I just went in. I was already in the create a sim just to see what their status was, because I kind of realized they weren't siblings when I was like reading through. I don't know, it just didn't seem like they knew each other at all. So yeah, I went into the create a sim, they weren't siblings, so I just changed 2 of their last names and I made them roommates. So there it is. Also, sorry this video cuts around quite a bit. I think there's about to be one more cut and then it's pretty fluid, but I built this over like 3 different build sessions. So here's the cut again. Also, you know what I've never experienced in my game before? Things disappearing when I don't have move objects on. Because I build with move objects. It's kind of a given. You can't... Your houses look stupid without move objects, frankly. They're livable and they look decent, but they just also look stupid, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I have built so many houses in multiple sessions before, and I've never noticed that anything disappeared when I reloaded the game without move objects on. But in this one, for some reason, a bunch of things kept disappearing when I would reload the game. It was very unusual. I've never had it happen before, like I said. So if that happens, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but just put moved objects on before you put this house in your game, I guess. Is my warning to you. But like some of the plants disappeared out front because I guess they were in the way somehow, and then a few of the chairs completely disappeared, so there was that too. Like the dining room chairs, I mean. By the way, I playtested some parts of this house, specifically the Christmas tree, which I don't remember if I put over there yet. Now I can't see it. But yeah, oh yeah, it's there, okay. Yeah, the Christmas tree, you can decorate it. I did decorate it with one of my sims. One of the sims that was living here. I think it was the male sim of these 2 roommates. So yeah, these guys, I don't know. Do people live together like that nowadays? Probably. I feel like it's a lot more common than it ever used to be, because houses are expensive, and why wouldn't you have a roommate if you don't have like a family or anything, you know? I mean like a family with children, not family that you could live with instead. So yeah, I don't know. They have a house. It works for them. I used the shoot, I forgot what they're called now. The like beams across the porch on the top. You can't see them right now, but it's across the kitchen and the dining room. Like supported by the columns there. And I don't know, I thought it looks pretty good in the house. It was interesting. I haven't done something like that before, I don't think, so I thought it worked out pretty well. And like I said in my other builds, I am trying to do a little bit of a different things in this one. So, in Newcrest, I mean. This one means in the Newcrest series. So yeah, lots of things that I haven't tried before. Some of them work out and some of them don't work out. Like, to be honest, I like the split levels, like the build that I did last week, but man, they are hard and they just don't look very fluid in The Sims. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about the house, to be honest. Right here I'm fidgeting with the roof because it's so tall that it makes the one side of the wall become part of the outside, if that makes sense. Like, it can't be separated from the outside wall coverings, whatever you have on it. So you might have seen that it was all stone there, and if I tried to change it to be this like plaster wall that's on the inside, then that plaster wall would then be on the outside of the house, and that would be worse. So I just had to fidget with the roof a little bit. But yeah, anyway, I guess I'll talk about work for like 3 more minutes, because frankly I don't have a lot of time to talk anymore. I've pretty much talked about the house the entire time. But work is going okay. There is still a huge major situation that I don't know if I have time to explain fully, but I don't think I even want to anymore, because I'm just so like, oh, I don't even want to think about it. So the short version is this. Like 3 weeks ago now, she was trying to mow her lawn, and I was trying to get her to stop mowing her lawn, and she ended up getting physically violent with me, and I had to call her daughter to come to the house because I couldn't stop. Like, I'm not going to wrestle this lady to the ground to stop her from mowing, so I just kind of let her mow so that she didn't punch me in the face, and then the daughter came and handled the situation. Because, you know, I'm not equipped to deal with situations like that. So, yeah, it was a pretty bad day at work on that day. And she was mad at me for the rest of the day. But the next week is when I went to New York City. So when I went back to work after that, she knew I had been in New York City, and so she just wanted to ask me about it, really, and it all turned out okay. She forgot about that whole incident completely, I think, or I don't know, she just does not. She didn't mention it. She didn't seem like she was holding a grudge against me for it, so yeah, that happened. She's bad. She's actually, she actually had an evaluation yesterday with a new doctor. So potentially she's going to get in a home very soon, which I'm very glad about, because I am ready to get a new job where I don't have to deal with crazy old ladies trying to punch me anymore. So yeah, it was a big deal at the time. It feels like less of a big deal now, just because the situation is sort of taken care of, and she was actually really docile this past week too, like in a weirdly good mood. So I don't know what happened. I seriously doubt it, but maybe she kind of understood that if she keeps trying to defy the people who are staying with her during the day, she's gonna end up in a home a lot sooner. But to be honest, I doubt it, because I don't think she was even really with it enough to realize that she was doing something wrong. Like, she told people later that she didn't touch me at all. By people, I mean her family. She's not complaining about me to other people, I don't think, because she doesn't really see any other people besides her workers. But anyway, so that was that. And the build is about over. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel, because I post the Sims videos every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!